Hello everybody. So I am out here at UCO. I saw a post that Flower City had some extra flowers and put them in front of this statue here, which is, you've never seen it, it's super cool. It's on this typical running route that I do about a couple times a week. I've never had a chance to kind of stop and look at things, but there's a lot of cool, lot of cool trees that I want to show to you guys. But I figured I'd stop and look. Looks like they got some ginger flowers and nice bells of Ireland, and then of course these little roses. It's just a cool little sculpture that they have. I figured I'd share with you guys. Some Nacella, some ponytail grass, red bud. But what I really wanted to show you are those trees on the other side of the street. They're about there. So we'll ride over there on Old Trusty here and take a look. Okay, so these trees are outside of the Forensic Science building here at UCO. They caught my attention, two reasons. One, how early they leafed out, and just the yellow. At first, just driving by quickly, I thought maybe they could have been like a golden lacebark elm, but they have this super attractive flower. So, for most of you, when it comes to identifying trees, one of the first things I look at is arrangement. And so I'm referring to the position of the nodes or stems on the main branch. So these have opposite arrangement, which there are only 3 main trees in Oklahoma that have opposite arrangements. That's our dogwoods, our ash trees, and our maple. So this guy, his leaf looks a lot like sweet gum, if you've ever seen a sweet gum leaf. But this is Shungton maple, and just a great looking tree. Again, leafed out super early. Nice globe. So just a good tree. So we'll get back on the bike and see what else we can find. So hopefully you can hear me over the traffic. I wanted to point out for my runner friends where we are. So I usually come down University and then run past the school and then come back to Fink Park, which if you follow the trail right behind Fink Park, you go behind all the Lowe's and the Target. It's a really nice asphalt trail. You're in amongst the trees and you can see the wildlife. It's just a way better spot to run opposed to all this traffic. Okay everybody, so I'm here on the trail that connects Fink Park to Bryant, that kind of leads to Hafer Park. I wanted to point out this tree that's starting to leaf out. Easily identified by the seed pods. I just can't get that thing to focus. There we go, leafing out. And then you can see these big seed pods that are hanging off. This is our southern catalpa, and it has a pretty attractive bell-shaped bloom. And it's pretty unique because they actually crossed the desert willow with the southern catalpa. So catalpa and then desert willow is Chalopsis. So it's when the botanical name is written, it starts with an X, which is one of the only plants that they were able to cross genuses rather than staying in the family. So just cool. I think a lot of the Okies call it a fish bait tree because it gets a lot of caterpillars on there and they use it for fishing. And then right there, that's a golden ray tree. And so it's not invasive, but it's definitely one of those aggressive trees. You can see it's already pretty well established. So one thing that I wanted to talk about was plants. So what is a plant? So if we think about it, the plant kingdom can be separated into different groups. So right here we have a fern, which is in the plant kingdom, but it's different from flowering plants because it doesn't produce seed. They reproduce from spores. So you can see, but it is similar to plants because it does have a vascular system. Now, like ferns, that also reproduce from spore, but lack vascular system, are mosses. Now, mosses are plants, but they're not like flowering plants because, again, they don't produce seed and they don't have vascular systems. Okay, just a little further down the trail, I wanted to point out this plant. It has that white mid vein. This is a Vinca major. There is an annual version. This guy's pretty aggressive. There's a lot of better substitutes you could use opposed this one. And you can see this guy's kind of taking over here. I saw some earlier down the trail that are blooming. They have almost a blue bloom. Okay, so we're on Bryant now, headed to Hafer Park, and I wanted to stop and point out this row of trees. They stick out to me. They have this huge terminal bud. There's only about one other plant that really has that big terminal bud, and that's the buckeye. But this is our sweet gum. If you've ever stepped on one, you know. They produce those spiky balls there. These are columnar forms. Just a great choice to screen this area.